Hey guys, I'm back, and we're going to talk about Sebastian Rogers. First, like and subscribe if you want me to keep doing videos. So, interesting update. The parents have left the home. Now, there's word that these parents have put the home up for sale. I'm not quite sure on that, but there is rumors that it's up for sale. Now, I was watching Dolly Vision. Now, if you know Dolly Vision, go ahead to Dolly Vision. He's fantastic. He's been covering this case. He's been on the ground, walking around, looking for him. Now, I was on Dolly Vision, and they were talking about the trash can. He stated that they have the arm where they pick up the trash can, so it's not two men picking up the trash can. Well, a woman from Hendersonville, where the Sebastian is from, she called in and stated they still are picked up by hand because it's such a rural area. Now, the thing is, if Sebastian left the yard, this subdivision's a new subdivision, $500,000 houses and up, right? So some of these houses are $1.5 million. Okay, so if Sebastian left the house, somebody would have caught him on a camera, but they did not. So my theory, whether or not those lights okay, so let's talk about the lights real quick. Dolly Vision did state that even though the clock on the Ring camera that the neighbor had stated that it was 3:11 in the morning, they said that time was stuck on 3:11 in the morning. So he said on the whole video, if you watch, it sits there for an hour and the time still says 3:11. So even if the garbage truck did come, the time was not correct. So push that aside. Whether those lights were flashlights or the garbage truck, let's be real. That garbage can was lifted by two men. The woman that called in from Hendersonville said she's had the same trash men for 10 years. And they mentioned to her, yeah, that garbage can was actually pretty heavy. It took two of us to lift it. Also, in an interview, they stated that the garbage company contacted the police and said that the weight was off, that normally it's not that heavy. Now, being, like I stated before, being a 15-year-old boy, he's going to be over 100 pounds. It took two men to lift it. Now, by nobody catching him on the Ring cameras, him not walking up to any houses, not finding him in the woods, not finding him anywhere in the public, my theory is he didn't leave that yard. He's not in the house. They searched the house. But that garbage can was heavy. Regardless if the lights were flashlight or a truck, it took two men to lift that. Now, I know that they searched the landfill. I know they did. But now that it's been a month and a half, it's going to be even harder to find him if he's there. So they also stated that the grandparents, I'm not sure if it was the mother or the father's parents, the grandparents are in Alaska. Now, a lot of people believe that he went to Alaska with them. Maybe they took him up there. But that's just speculation. They did say that in order to drive to Alaska, you have to cross the Canadian border. And they will question you on if the child is yours. And another reason they wouldn't have taken a flight is that he would have had to go through security and somebody would have seen him. So, it's speculation that the grandparents took him to Alaska. Okay, that's just a rumor. Now, mom and dad packed up the RV, went to Memphis. They're in Memphis right now, living out of an RV. They have a perfectly good house, $500,000 house, where their son lived Now, if they believed their son was still alive and possibly in the area, don't you think they'd stay at the house and see if he came back? But to me, them leaving the home and moving to Memphis, they have to know that he's gone. He's not with us anymore. I believe also on Dolly Vision, like I said, go see Dolly, like, subscribe, he's fantastic. On Dolly Vision, he stated that Chris Proudfoot's daughter, so belonged to his ex-wife, daughter, had witnessed him beating Sebastian. There's also rumors that he was SA'd. I'm not sure by who, but if I remember right, it was his father, Seth, on Court TV that stated he was SA'd. I'm not sure when that was. Go do your research. Christopher Proudfoot is a great suspect, right? His wife, I think she's along for the ride. Somebody did state that there's a theory that she can't live without this man's money. She doesn't make as much money as he does. He's a crane operator. He goes all the way up and he maneuvers a crane, right? So, where is Sebastian? He was not seen on any ring cameras. So I do not believe he left the yard. And if he did, how'd they do it? Mom's car was in the garage. Could she have walked him to the garage, put him in the car, and drove off with him? Possibly. My theory. Everybody has their theories. Also, I'm going to add to this. Christopher Proudfoot. If you saw in the Nancy Grace interview or the other interviews, he had scratches on him. Dolly Vision blew that up, and we looked at it. To me and many others, it looks like a bite mark. So maybe he tried to strangle Sebastian, put him in a headlock, and Sebastian bit him. Chris Proudfoot is a large man, significantly larger than Sebastian. It would not take much to suffocate him. And I believe he put him in the trash can. And I believe they took out the trash. They never found him at the landfill. I still believe he's there, and now that it's been a month and a half, I'm pretty sure they're not going to find him. It's a devastating thing to say. Seth, the father, is still out there, stomping the ground, looking for his son. He said, if nobody helps me, I'm going to do it myself. He's made shirts you can go on and purchase that has Sebastian's face on it, so you can walk around and advertise looking for Sebastian. This boy was autistic. I have an autistic goddaughter. He was not a runner, which means he never ran off. Why would he do it in the middle of the night? It doesn't make sense. In an interview with the father, Seth, the biological dad, he stated that Christopher Proudfoot was talking his ex-wife, Katie, Sebastian's mother, into giving Sebastian to him full-time. I guess maybe they wanted to travel. It was difficult for them to do things because Sebastian being autistic, they have to have a routine. They cannot really go outside the routine. He had a routine in his dad's house. So why wouldn't they just give Sebastian to the dad? That, like I said, I can't answer. But I fully believe, along with thousands of other people, that Christopher Proudfoot and his wife Katie are suspicious. Definitely 100% suspicious. You do not leave your home 6 weeks after your child goes missing. possibly up for sale. If you're close to Hendersonville, Tennessee, or if you want to help, go there, help find Sebastian. To me, I think he's in the landfill. I wish they would check the landfill again. That's all for today, guys. Like and subscribe, share if you want more. That's just a catch up, and thanks for catching up with me.